the lightweight just makes you want to like you can feel it. Oh man, I just love this guy so much. AF Archery, I think this is your best bows, okay? Hello, this is Jack from Historical Weapons, and today we're going to check out a AF Archery bow called the Sicai. This is a Ming Dynasty xiaoshao bow called 4 materials. That's what Sicai means, not 4 vegetables for anyone learning Chinese. This Cai, it means Cai Liao, which is materials, not vegetables. So what are the 4 materials? Well, in the context of modern bows, this is carbon belly, you got the fiberglass, then the bamboo core, and then you have the wood. But there's actually a lot more than 4 materials for these modern bows because of course we have modern string, and this might be micarta tips, I'm not too sure. And of course we have the modern glues, so that's definitely more than 4 materials. But the historical 4 materials we're talking about is of course glue, horn, sinew, and some type of wood. That's the 4 materials we're talking about. Now, I don't know why they picked this specific name because a lot of bows were made of 4 materials, even in the ancient period, even in the Bronze Age. So like, it's a kind of interesting word choice for them. It's not really based on any specific archaeological find as well, but that's the name. And the name just kind of sticks, and there's groups today called Sicai Scum, for example, which is kind of interesting. Hey, they picked that name. Some people just like the name, Sicai, it sounds cool. Maybe you call it Sicai. I don't know how you say it in English, but in Chinese, that's how you say it, Sicai. Anyways, it's based on the Ming Dynasty xiaoshao, which is a small xiab bow, so quite similar to the Tatar bows of the medieval era. Very light, very slick. This one actually can be drawn to 34 inches. Oh, I feel that. Yeah, 34 inches, and that's about 55 pounds, 50 something pounds. It's over 50 pounds, but here's your 28, I would say it's about 32 inches is really where I want to pull this thing. Anything beyond, and it's really pushing the materials of this guy. Let's do some testing and see. Now, before I talk about it, of course, I want to focus on, we're not doing chronograph because these are modern bows, so in the context of historical analysis, that's kind of irrelevant. We're using modern materials to do a chronograph. What's the point of that? So I don't see the point of doing chronograph, but they're going to get numbers very similar to other laminated bows. The carbon here is going to improve the efficiency a little bit more, but again, these are modern materials, so doing chronograph testing is irrelevant in the context of historical analysis. If you want that beautiful carbon look, you got to pay extra. If you want the original look, you don't need that carbon. And of course, for the backing, this is a paint that looks more like a tiger stripe. Quite beautiful, I think. Of course, it's cosmetic painting. Personally, I like the natural sinew look if it has them. I wish they can provide more natural birch bark or sinew look on the back. You can make it artificial if you want for border control. And in the belly, I wish they can make it look more just looking like horn. So carbon obviously doesn't look like horn, so you want that pure black belly for me personally. But for you, if you like that carbon look, this is the option. And of course, you got the tips here, static tip, quite prominent for the xiaoshao era. Ooh. Okay, I definitely like the Sicai more than the Zhuran. It's shorter, it's slicker, it's got a narrower handle too, and it just feels faster, of course, because it's shorter and it's slick. Wow, this thing feels fast. Oh man, I love the Sicai so much better than the Zhuran. It's so much slicker, it shoots faster, shorter draw lengths is what I like anyways. I don't like long draw lengths, like Manchu draw lengths, not my thing. I like the shorter, slicker draw lengths. The Tatar bow, the Tatar draw lengths, yeah, that's my cup of tea. I'm officially a Sicai scum. I love this thing. It's so narrow. You see the handle? It's so narrow of a handle, and it's pretty accurate. Now, like I said, you gotta put some material here to wrap it because the original coating gets worn off very quick. So by putting some kind of tape or wrapping is good to protect that coating. That's one thing I don't like about this bow. But other than that, very slick, fast. This is so light. This thing is, because it's carbon. It's a very light bow, of course. But of course the carbon adds price. You can get a much cheaper one. But yeah. Ooh, this. Oh, I love the Tatar ones. Well, the Chinese xiaoshao, that's what they're called in China. I just love this guy so much. AF Archery, I think this is your best bows, okay? Yes, it's a very common design, the Tatar design, the xiaoshao design, but it's popular for a reason. It just performs well, okay? I'd sacrifice 2 inches of draw length for a lot better performance. That's just me anyways, folks. I really like this bow. I can shoot this all day and it's so light. And yeah, I like the Sicai a lot. Although I don't particularly like the name, it's a little bit too random for me. I do wish they picked something more historical than just 4 materials. But hey, that's their choice. But I just love how narrow the bow is for accuracy. It's pretty accurate. And it's so light, especially with the carbon. And it's shooting heavy arrows quite fast. Now, the exact FPS, don't really care too much, but it definitely performs. I like the bow though. Like, folks, good bow from AF Archery. If you really want that Tatar Chinese style bow with modern materials, the carbon, fiberglass, and bamboo core. Well, thanks a lot for watching. This is Jack from Historical Weapons.